welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new, hello, my name is Taylor and I am a professional hairstylist. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing a naturally curly hair tutorial. Basically, I'm going to show you how you can have natural curls without technically having naturally curly hair. I'm going to be using a curling iron and just a few products to show you how I got this look today. If you all are interested in seeing that, then just keep on watching. Also, if you are new and you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button. I'd love to have you back on my channel. And also give the video a big thumbs up if you guys enjoy the video. And without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so as you can see here, my hair is probably 3 days old. And it's kind of curled, kind of not. My hair has a little bit of natural wave to it. So I'm basically just gonna curl the hair to make it look like it's naturally curly. I use like a 0.75 inch curling iron, and I'm not gonna use the clamp. I'm actually just gonna use it like a wand. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna section off the hair. And I'm going to do pretty thin sections throughout my hair from bottom to top because I want as much curl as I can possibly get in there. I want it to look pretty curly as far as like if I were to have naturally curly hair. I want it to be like big and crazy. So I'm just taking my thermal protectant spray. I currently am using the Paul Mitchell Hot Off the Press spray. I'm going to take my curling iron. When I curl these pieces, I want them to be pretty tiny, again, because I want a lot of curl. But I also am going to alternate in different ways per each piece of hair. So this first one, let it sit on there for a minute. Not an actual minute, people, let's be real. Alright, so you can kind of see it's really giving me a nice curl. And if you kind of have naturally wavy hair as well, you can pick out some of your natural pieces if you want to. That way it's not all curled because again, we want this to look like as natural as possible. They don't have to be perfect. I have a lot of people that want to get perms, and I specialize in color, so I'd prefer people not to do perms. I'd rather them do curling instead. And you can still get that look without completely committing to having a perm because let's be real, it's scary to have a perm. So in the back pieces, I'm actually going to use it as a clamp because I can't reach very well. But I'm going to really cover every inch of hair there. And then you can see that piece right there. That's the one that I just did. So it's got a little bit of straight on the end, but again, they don't have to be all cohesive curls. They can just kind of be messy, fun, wavy, whatever. This is a good way you can kind of see how I'm curling it. Y'all went to DC yesterday and it rained hard. And my entire head was soaking wet. So what's left of this hair is from yesterday with all the humidity and the nastiness of the rain. It was disgusting. And I went shopping with my hair wet, like my bangs were soaking wet. If I can find a picture, I'll insert it here. Alright, now we're on the second section here, this little swoop do going on. Alright, so again, really fine section. That's about as thick as it is. taking this tiny midsection here, and this one I curled towards my face, so I am going to curl this particular piece away from my face. So you can see it's really got some bounce going on. We like a good volume sister here. This one's gonna go towards my face. Let's see, that piece looks funky. So if your hair starts to do this, where when you're wrapping it around your barrel and it's just not curling the way you want it to, I would recommend to go ahead and use it as a clamp. I feel like you have better control when you do it that way. And you can also smooth over the ends of your hair as well, if they're super frizzy. Oh, and there's the doggy, she's barking. Oh, are you upset? Please pause. She doesn't like to get locked in my room very much. Okay. This is gonna go towards. So yeah, as you can see, it's already starting to like get really bouncy in here, and it's pretty full. I feel like it's not as full as that, but that's totally psycho. Ignore that. Does anybody else have a difficult time finding where their section is? Because that's me. All my own hair anyway. Alright, now I'm on this side. We're going to attempt to go the wraparound way here. Oh, that was a good one. Other thing too, okay, when you're curling your hair, and this doesn't just go for if you're trying to do this type of look, but any type of curls, period. If you curl your hair and it ends up like shrinking like really high and it looks really short, while it's still hot, just take it and like pull it down. It'll kind of relax the curl, especially around this area of your hair. And then that way when it cools off, it's not too curly and it looks all crazy. Okay, so this piece right here, it looks redonkulous. It's also like frizzy. Again, my hair is super frizzy naturally, so I'm going to take it as a clamp. And as you can also tell, when I'm wrapping it around the barrel, I'm starting like really close to the root because I want to have as many curls in one strand as possible. Again, funky little piece. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the rest of my head until I get to the top section here, because this is pretty repetitive and I really don't think you want to see this all done in slow motion. So yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm at the top part of the head now. Lots of spray. Can never be too protected. Okay, so you can make the decision of whether or not you want the pieces at the top around your face to be toward or away from your face. I always go away. I feel like it's a little more flattering anyway. So I'm just gonna go in, curl. The whole last top part of my section here on both sides, it was probably about this thick going back. I'm doing this whole section away from my face. So all of the underneath, I alternated every single section. I think it looks a little more polished this way because, again, this is not natural. This is fatural. But we're just trying to give the illusion that your hair is naturally curly. So we still want it to have some cohesion, which is why I'm doing this whole section away from my face. Also, I know I'm doing this very fast. I've been doing it for almost 8 years. If you want a more in-depth, detailed, like how-to to curl your hair, I will link my waves tutorial down below, so that way you can really see in depth of like what it is I'm doing and why I'm twisting my wand the way I am. Tiny little sections. Okay, so I'm going to let all of these cool off, make sure they're nice and relaxed before I pull them out. And now I'm going to work on my bangs. Now I know everyone doesn't have bangs, so if you don't have bangs, disregard this last portion of the curling spot. If you do have bangs, I really love when bangs are curled. They make me so happy. So, okay. You can kind of see here, like this is my natural pattern. This piece and this piece are waving inward. I don't want to go against that like I did like in other parts of my hair. I want to go with that with my bangs. So this whole section here, I'm going to take this and I'm going to go with that wave. If you have naturally curly hair already and you just want to enhance that a little bit more, this is what I would recommend to do with your whole head if you're going to try to curl it. That way, again, you're going with the grain and not against it, and you're not going to have these like weird pieces that will stick out. So sorry about the noise downstairs. Okay, so I'm going to take this piece first here. Yes, it's very tiny. I want it to be. I want there to be a nice amount of curl in my bang. This piece right here, I'm gonna curl this way. So basically this is just gonna be me like playing around with them until I get them to be like the way I want them to look. Like you can kind of already see them shaping, so they kind of look natural but not really. Straight piece. Okay, so those are all done. So you can kind of see how they're formed at this point. So they don't look like they're not going all one way. They're very messy, very textured looking. Now I'm going to take a texture spray. This one here is technically a sea salt spray. I'm not always the biggest fan of these, but when I usually do this type of hair curling, I'm like almost to my wash day, so I don't mind putting this on there because it's going to give me this weird, sorry, I have hair on my arm, it's getting on my nerves. I have a really weird like grit to it, so at this point it's fine. I don't really care. So I'm just going to shake it up a little bit, spray it in my hair. Yes, it's very wet, so keep that in mind when you're using them. And I'm just going to pull all of these curls out. Like you can see my hands getting stuck in my hair. So you can see my hair's getting bigger as I'm pulling these curls out. And you can, like, if you want to, you don't have to. Now I'm just going to take some oil. You can use a hair serum if you want. You don't have to. If you don't want to hydrate your ends of your hair, that's all up to you. And now I'm just like giving it like a good scrunch. So like, you know, if your hair was naturally curly, you would try to scrunch your hair up. That's what I'm doing with the oil. And yeah, here's the finished product. So yeah, you can really see how it's like this totally looks natural to me, but it's not. And you don't have to have naturally curly hair to have curly hair. And that's it for today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't already done so, please hit the subscribe button. It would really help out my channel. And also give the video a big thumbs up. If you would like to see more behind the scenes type stuff as far as what I do on a daily basis, what I do for work as far as in the hair industry, then you can follow me on Instagram at Taylor Hardy Hair. I will also link that down below for you. And yeah, I hope you all have a good one, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!